Hello, welcome to Season 2 NRSL Universal Orlando Cup Series, race number 16 here at the Brickyard for the Brickyard 400, the second annual for the NRSL. And we got a big co-commentator for this race. He is not only a driver for the Outback Series, driving the 40, but also the Universal Orlando Cup Series driving the number 61. Obviously his clone's driving, but you never know. Here he is, Silver Machine 9000, Anthony McCurry. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me here.
Not a problem, not a problem. Now, not only have you won an Indianapolis race in, like, my series as a special race, but you know this track pretty dang well. I mean, what are the key things about it?
Oh, very long straightaways and very tight corners. It's like Pocono. It's like Pocono's turn 3. It's the turns are really flat, and you're going off for these long straights, and you're hitting nearly 200, sometimes hitting 200 miles an hour, and then having to slam the brakes down to 150. Drivers can get a little crazy, and so can the racing. That's one thing you have to look out for. Another thing is that it's not a restrictor plate track, so drafting is not really that big of a deal. However, drafting is definitely good down the straights if you want to get some good slipstream down into the corners, but beware, you could lock up your tires and could cause the entire world to explode. So
you see that, folks? That is a good Indy legend, and that is why we have him in the booth. That is why. On the pole right now, we have Andrea Eriksson. Second is Cole Daly running a new scheme, Spy Car. Third is Anthony Ritchie. Fourth is Justin Talonpass. Fifth is Chris Dollerton. Sixth is Brian James. Seventh is Alan Cavagnaro. Eighth is James Silverfox. Ninth is Michael Hagdog. Playing the top 10 is Ian Dutta. I was going to change the schemes, but I'm too lazy to change them. The only one who got changed was Daly. So
hooray for laziness.
So let's give you the rest of your starting lineup throughout this field. And on the final row, we have Charles Jackson and Devin Becker. So, Anthony, you're looking at this field pretty dang well. And 42 cars have a good shot of winning. Who is the one guy to keep an eye on that could probably win this race?
Who? Any one of the top 10 drivers, because they're probably going to get out of the first couple laps unscathed.
If you had a choice.
If I had a choice, Daly.
Really?
Really. I don't know why. I don't know why. Just Daly.
So the cars are rolling off, all 42 cars, which is a good thing. You know what? I'm going to look at a person that's going to be really to keep an eye on. He's not in the top 10 in the points, but it's going to be Charles Sanford. Now, why him? The other Sanford, Gene Sanford, ran really well in that race and could possibly be a big spoiler in the race. Even though he's starting towards the back of the field, you never know how this race, how it could be and all that. So, yeah. Also, keep an eye on Ian Dutta as well, so this should be crazy. 24 laps we're going to have here at the Brickyard, and what is going on?
What? What
the? Daly! Oh, what
the heck just happened?
What just happened? Your pick's going to pit road, and what the hell happened to Richie?
I just screwed over the entire front row.
Green flag is out, I guess, and what happened to Daly? And
what the frick was that?
That was the weirdest thing I think I've ever seen on this track. But the green flag is out, and there is a little bit of a gap, but I don't think that's going to last for long.
See, something happened to Daly. He decided to make a dive bomb for pit road. Unfortunately, he ended up taking out Richie with him.
I think that was him, Daly. I think there was something wrong with the tire there in the right side. I think that was what it is. Either that there's something wrong, but they're going to take a pit stop as well. And there's Richie. The good thing for Richie, though, he is still in the pack, so that's a good thing to see. And who's the car that hit him? That's the other thing I want to wonder. I mean, he didn't get a lot of damage, but who was it?
That was kind of cuckoo-cachoo.
I don't know. But
I don't feel too bad for Richie because we've seen it under Indianapolis races, especially the NC Jimmers 500 and the NRSL 500. Sometimes the guy at the back of the pack is usually the one that's right up at the front at the very end.
Whoa, Seth Cole nearly turning Michael Hagdahl.
Get a little close, ain't you?
Yeah, and Seth Cole run the Florida Lottery paint scheme, the Bobby Labonte car right there. Man, that was a little too close for comfort there.
Put a donut on the side of the car for sure.
Chris,
If he didn't, he came awful close to doing it.
Chris Darlington is your leader right now. Where is Daly right now? There he is. He's coming off turn 4, and they're just coming off turn 4, so I doubt they're really going to catch up to Daly. I mean, you could see him from the gap there, but you never know as the race can go on.
Indeed. 204 before they got to slam the brakes.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
We're going to go on board with our National Guard Chevrolet here of Clint Spillman. We're going to go on board and just show you how it is with driving areas. Nearly getting the Cavagnar right there.
Easy there, pal.
I mean, and you're looking from Spillman's view, and I mean, he's doing very well in the points right now, and just, you can see, like, how it is driving in the pack, and just how careful you got to be.
Indeed. So, it's very stressful. It's a very stressful work environment.
No, and look how close he is right now to the bumper. You can tell he's getting close, but not, like, close enough to bump him. So, that's very interesting to see how Spillman is driving. And even though he's a rookie, it's unbelievable.
Indeed.
Now, I'll tell you something. Where's the 6 of Dutta? There he is. What a story he had in the Outback race. Just had a phenomenal race. Pit stops came, and, you know, he just was one of the strongest guys after pit stops. So, will he try to get this win in the Cup? You never know.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, anyone can win this race. It's just a matter of getting to the front and timing it right.
Brian James is up here. Brian James looking for a big run. He has just been struggling in the points as of late. He just really needs a good finish.
Now, these cars are starting to single file out, which is, you know, a good thing to do. It's, you know, not side-by-side racing, so you can get some more speed and, you know, check out ahead. And it looks like that the driver that Seth Cole nearly turned earlier has got the lead.
Yeah, that's Michael Hegdahl right there. Another thing is Ashley Willis, that's his friend there, won a race this season. Hegdahl has not, though. The best finish he came was when Willis won the race, second place. Right now he's leading, and here comes James Silverfox running the Rise Against scheme.
Here comes the Silver Fox on a tear, and the Silver Fox could indeed get a win today if he can get up to the number 27 Menard's car and pass him.
And I'll tell you something right now. I think the 88 would really love to see is that caution would be coming out right now. That's the one thing he would love to see. Caution comes out, it'd be perfect for the Spy Chevrolet. So let's look at the back of the pack. Zach Buchanan, I think that was the car that got hit, that hit Richie there, because he's all the way in the back of the pack and he's not producing a lot of speed.
That would be a safe bet that's why he's back. And, you know, he was even slow when they were still going on the first lap. So, you know, there could be something, you know, underneath the hood that's wrong with that car, and that's why he's not getting enough speed under it. Either that or it's cosmetic. So
I'm going to take a quick break because I got a phone call, and Anthony's going to leave you with some commentary.
Okay, hoorays. Let's see, we got the 27 back there. Oh my goodness, they're 3 wide in the second place position. That's not a good thing to do back there, guys. We've seen that happen before. Oh wait, did someone get spun or did it settle it out?
I'm back because it was a weird phone call there, and they are going 3 wide, and this is not going to work.
This is not safe territory.
Ryan James, who was in the middle of that, got out of it.
Somebody please do something intelligent, please.
I think that's what he wanted to hear, but I bet he was hoping wrecked, though.
Yeah, that's something that he was hoping for, but it doesn't look like he's going to get it.
Yeah. Now, before that phone call, I was going to mention about Eugene DeMax. He was the previous race winner. I forgot to mention the pre-race news. DeMax, what a story this has been for the 12. If anyone remembers the Outback, we got a wreck!
And there's what Daly wanted.
And who crashed? It was Alex May, and I saw another car, I think that was Citadino. Oh, no, it's Ashley Willis. Buchanan barely made it through. That was a big break for Buchanan as well. But even bigger for that guy right... Oh, where's he at? That guy right there, Cole Daly. And that is not what Michael Hegdahl needed at all. I know pit stops are coming, but...
the pace car.
No, Hegdahl is going to lead at the stripe. Norman is in second. Where has he come from?
He's like Kevin Harvick. Mr. Where did he come from?
Hegdahl's going to lead the stripe. What a big break for Daly and Buchanan right there. And it looks like those are the only 2 casualties of that wreck. Alex May and Ashley Willis, man, they got a lot of front-end damage there.
I'm going to bet that they went 3 wide.
I'm going to bet on that, too. So, with Hegdahl leading right now, we're at a third of the race. So, yeah, you can tell where the screech marks are. They wrecked on turn 2. I don't think they hit the inside wall. And now, another thing we're going to keep an eye on, see if they're going to stack up. And, oh, they're splitting each other. Now the Outback race, they did stack up a lot, and that's where a lot of the retirees happened.
Looks like everyone's going to be flying through here.
Yeah, that's a good thing. So that's a sight I think a lot of people want to see. But man, that's not what Michael Hagdahl needed. But that man right there, Cole Daly, that's what he wanted to see. So he's going to be in the tail end of the field, which is a good thing. Now, real quickly, we're third of the race. I know pit stops are coming. All these drivers are going to pit. I guarantee you, I bet they will. Because if they are, we're going to take a look at those pit stops right now.
And here they come. It looks like they are going down, and yes, they do. Oops,
Jack Richards is staying out. Andrea Ericsson's staying out. Let's go to our pit lane cam here. Whoa, that was a camera angle.
Excuse me.
Here come the cars. We'll tell you who's staying out. There's Richards that's staying out. Andrea Ericsson, Seth Cole, Kyle Thomas, Anthony Ritchie.
The Ritchie definitely needed to stay out.
Dylan Pote. I think Ritchie, I think he may have, yeah. I think he should have pitted, though, just to repair that little damage in the back end, but you never know.
Well, we shall see what the repercussions for that decision is going to be, if there are going to be any.
Yeah. We're going to go to Chris Dollarton once he comes on by.
Pit stops happening here down here on the lap number 9. It looks like, well, here comes the 27 out first.
And Michael Hagdahl, excuse me. That's nice. Tongue slip there. It's going to be the first one off, and Brian James second. Noah Hart is third. He was 16th at that time. Charles Samper, he just blew up, I think.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
He did blow up.
Samper,
you got to be kidding me.
Just blew an engine. Yeah.
Oh my God. Did that just happen?
You won.
Did that just happen?
That just happened. On pit out, Richards, not Richards.
Samper. Uh-oh, they're stacking up.
Yeah, they're getting stuck behind the... Ooh, guys.
Oh, Becker, look out. Oh, my... This is... What? Oh, my God. Really?
Guys, your position does not advance under caution. There's no need for this.
And it looks like Alex May and Ashley Willis are going to retire the race. Jack Richards is your leader right now. And the first one off pit road was Michael Hagdahl. Let's just double check where Samper is. There he is. Oh, my God. He's just holding up the guy. Sedino. Everyone's just trying to get around it before they're getting their spots. That's what I think they're doing.
Guys, easy.
Oh God, they're splitting him through the middle. And the best thing Samper is doing right now, he is heading toward that area right there where you just not get bothered from anyone else. So,
what
the? That's LaPlante.
The heck just happened?
I don't think he got damage off that. No, he didn't. Okay, he just got spun. That's a good thing.
Oh, he did? Okay.
That what is just going on? In all my time with Indianapolis, I have never witnessed this.
This is madness.
I know. So now they're trying to figure out the positions. There's LaPlante. He's trying to get back to the 10th spot is what they're saying, I believe. So while everyone gets all settled out, Jack Richards is your leader. Let's take a look at what happened to Alex May and Ashley Willis. This is a little weird how this incident happened for the wreck. Keep an eye on the 99. That's Cody Lamas, and there's the 6. That's Ian Dutta there. Lamas bounces off of Dutta. Dutta is going to bounce off the wall, coming off of turn 1. Goes into May, into Jake Baskinger. Now keep an eye on Willis. That's that FedEx car right there.
And so the 51 goes sliding.
Doesn't hit that inside wall, but obviously what comes down must come back up. Oh my God, how did Richie make that through? How did he make it through? And Willis nails him. How did Power the Third make it through?
Okay, he deserves the All-State Good Hands Award for the rest of his life.
Oh my God. And Willis had nowhere to go on that, but dear Lord, how did Power the Third make it through? Give that man a trophy.
Were played here.
Give that man a trophy for great hands. We're going to show you this in slow-mo for a reason.
Yeah, because you're going to miss it if you see it in regular speed.
That's Ashley Willis right there in front of him. And you could see Alex May. And you would think for a moment Anthony Ritchie was also going to get involved right there. But then, look at Pollard. He should have gotten hit right here.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at that. I'm going to go just frame by frame because for a reason.
You may have been able to fit a stamp between those cars.
And look, watch this corner end right here of the 51 branded car. Oh, look at this. That should have been a hit.
I don't even think a stamp could have fit between those cars.
Unbelievable. Oh, here's another thing.
Holy crap.
Look at this right side.
There's your action shot.
That deserves a cookie. Give that man a trophy, for goodness sakes. I'll tell you, if Pollard the third,
he got some free advertisement, Brandon.
If Pollard the third somehow, some way wins this race, I think that's going to be the main thing. Caution's out for the first time today as we're a third of the race complete. Let's take it back to green. We're back. A third of the race has been complete, and we do have a number of drivers out of the race. And they are as follows. They are Ashley Willis, Alex May, and Charles Sanford, the only 3 out of the race. Next lap will be the halfway point of the race. And this is by far, I think, the craziest Indianapolis race I've ever been a part of.
Yeah, it's probably the craziest one I've ever been a part of. So
now we're going to check out LaPlante's wreck when we get another chance, just to see how that happened. But LaPlante, we did double check. There is no damage to the 34 car. So, top 10 rundown as follows. It's Jack Richards, Andrea Erickson, Seth Cole, Kyle Thomas. Amazing comeback for Anthony Ritchie. He's 5th. Poteen 6th. Those are the 6 that stayed out. Then Hegdahl was the first pitted. He's 7th. Brian James 8th. Noah Hart 9th. And Ryan Richards completing top 10. And you see that target car all the way in the back. That's Pollard the third. Man, that's I think the best driving out of any Cup driver I've seen this season. And here we go. Green flag is out for Jack Richards. You want to know something about Jack Richards? He won the Talladega race this season. Underdogs can come into play here again. If he wins this, he may pull off a somewhat of Jamie McMurray minus Daytona 500.
Here we go, guys. It's you see, here's a little bit of a reason why the underdogs can, be a factor in this kind of a race, especially in Indy, is because I think every single Indy race that I've ever seen in NR 2003, it's always been an underdog winning the race. It's never been one of the top guns where you expect to win. So definitely look out for the underdogs.
Andrea Erickson going for the lead, and she's pitting. Out Anthony Ritchie's pitting, Dylan Poteet's pitting. Those are 3 of the guys that stayed out that time. I think they were just trying to get some good position or something. But this allowed Zach Buchanan to come back up in the pack. That's what the 4 car needed. The other 3, Kyle Thomas, Seth Cole, Jack Richards, the other 3 had stayed out. And there is a big gap where Noah Hart or Chris Washer and all that is. And this pack is not good.
Yeah, let's, don't cut the commercial break at any point in this race.
No. Now, the main question is, what about these 3? Are they going to pit this time? Because those other 3 pitted, and I think they're going to make that indication that they are. And yes, they are. Kyle Thomas, Seth Cole, Jack Richards, they are pitting. Once again, new leader, Michael Hegdahl. But this time, he's got Brian James right behind him. Brian James, who has just been absolutely having a miserable season. I can tell you what, once the top 10 rolls by, and there's Richie getting off pit road, he's going to be a lap down, as well as Erickson and the other car that pitted there. But here comes James for the lead. Now, you look at the top 10.
Crunch time, ladies and
gentlemen. The top 10, you got Hegdahl, James, Richards, Norman, Washer, Emery, Spillman, Shelton, and then you got Austin LaPlante, who has somehow made the top 10. A lot of these guys have not won a race yet this season. The only people that have won a race this season are Ryan Richards. Only one guy in the top 10.
So pretty much everyone in the top 10 has a chance to get their first win of the season. As we got merging traffic, this should be interesting.
I don't think they're really going to be playing a big factor there, but never know. As new leader, Brian James. Whoa, Hegdahl! The car is slow. I think he's out of gas. Or actually, I don't know what is up with Hegdahl. That car is just slow.
Didn't he just pit?
No, he didn't. He pit earlier, but what happened? I think something broke on Hegdahl.
I don't think that's out of gas unless someone really screwed up on the pit stop.
Yeah, something's wrong with the 27 because he's coming down in the pit road commitment area.
Use that breakdown lane, boy.
Okay, that was strange, but...
Well, there goes 27. He's out of the equation.
New leader, Brian James. Michael Norman now coming to second, nearly getting into him. The interstate batteries.
My goodness.
The golden green interstate batteries car is in the lead, and Hendrick Motorsports is 3rd and 4th in the race.
That's a pretty good run for Hendrick.
Yeah, and look who's coming. That's the previous race winner, DeMax. If you want to talk about Cinderella stories, DeMax is definitely one of those drivers that had that last season. Could he do it for the Cup? You never know.
2 in a row. That's something he could go after here today, and he's within contention to get it too.
8 laps to go when we cross the stripe, and actually he's not won 2 championships in a row. He won an Outback last season, and then if he wins this season Universal Orlando, he's won a championship in both series, which would be something.
Indeed.
Norman trying to make sure he can win as the underdog. And here's another thing, too. You look at the winners. Aaron Williams won the Outback race in Season 2. That was our only big gun. We won. The caution is out.
Uh-oh.
Brian James in second. They're not slowing down, so they are going to race it back to the line. But actually, these guys are. So the top 2 are technically, going at the line.
Yeah, so basically it's probably going to just be the way it is right now. It's going to be Norman first, and then back there the 43 will be a second.
Brian James second.
Brian James.
So that is going to happen. It's Jack Richards.
Uh-oh.
He made a pit stop earlier. Justin Talonpass with damage. Noah Hart. James Qualls.
Dylan Pote maybe had some damage, or just...
I doubt it because he was on pit road at that point.
Okay.
Erickson. Ooh, careful there.
Hi. How are you?
And good. Looks like a wreck happened on the front stretch.
That's something you don't normally see.
I mean, it happens, but when it does, normally it doesn't end pretty, so... Caution's out for the second time today. We're on lap 18 of 24, giving us a total of 7 laps to go. Let's take a look at our caution. This is another strange incident here. Coming off of turn number 4, heading toward the front stretch. Keep an eye on the 19. That's James Sorfox. And the 25, that's Will Goss. Now, I did know that Will Goss, this is his his first and only season he'll be in the Cup Series, so it'll be a shame. But, man, this is not good, though. Thomas and Goss were just crowding Sorfox, and Sorfox had no choice but to spin out the 17 there.
And then, chaos erupts. It's on the front stretch. People are going to be at their maximum speed in a minute, so everyone just kind of runs into each other.
Bellerton bounced off the wall. Talonpass Young got a little piece there. And you're going to see James Qualls in the 20 there. He's going to get a piece of it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there he goes. He gets clipped right there. There's Jack Richards. Anthony Ritchie getting some damage. Buchanan. There's Qualls where he gets his damage there. And Thomas. Erickson
Everyone just kind of hitting each other on the front stretch.
Yeah, Pote and Seth, Tweenix teammates right there. They're going to be okay. I can... Yeah, Seth's okay. Pote really had to use the brakes, though, so good job by Pote there to use those brakes. That's what they're for.
Those are not ARCA brakes by any stretch of the
Erickson gave a little piece. I doubt that's going to affect him, though, but he is a lap down. But Michael Norman is your leader. Crunch time is coming, folks. Let's take you back to the green. We're back, and we're only going to have a total of 3 laps to go to determine the winner of this race. Michael Norman is your leader right now. At this point, drivers out of the race are as follows. They are Jack Richards and Justin Talonpass. It has not been going well for Talonpass on his return. And then there's a numerous amount of drivers that are lapped down, and they're Dylan Pote, Andrea Erickson, Seth Cole, Anthony Ritchie, Michael Hegdahl, and Kyle Thomas. So it's safe to say Tweenix will not be winning this race today.
Yeah. So, if you haven't got your popcorn yet, go ahead and get your popcorn, because
this is going to get good. So here's your top 10 rundown as follows. They are Michael Norman, Cody Lamas, Jessica Shelton, Trent Dunham, Daniel Day, Dougie Shears. Where has Dougie been? Goodness me, he has been in the back of the field. He is 6th. Same for Lamas, same for Shelton, same for Dunham, same for Day. Then there's Thomas, 1 lap down. Then there's Hegdahl, 1 lap down. Then you got Ritchie, 1 lap down. Erickson, 1 lap down. Pote, 1 lap down. Then you got Washer, who's in 7th right there. Spillman, 8th. LaPlante, 9th. And Baskinger completing the top 10. And look at DeMax in 11th. He has not gone away quietly. Top 20, that's McNamara, Emery, James. That is Dutta, Ryan Richards, John Citadino, Stephen Pollard III, Brad Johnson, James Silverfox. And that completes your top 20. Here we go. Green flag is back out. 3 laps to go. Now, these drivers that pitted, they're not damaging off the pace, but they are going to be a little nuisance to these drivers. So basically, you could safe to say the top 6 have the best chance of winning the race.
Indeed, it does look like it's going to be the case.
And one driver I'm really looking at right now that could possibly be the big winner, I think it's the car that we're looking at right now, Jessica Shelton.
I would agree with you because she's right in the right spot to do it. Here
she's going for second, and with help of Trent Dunham.
So definitely look out for this car. She could very well get up and take the position away in that.
And are they serious? They're taking pit stops again. I think. Yes, they are. The leaders are pitting. The 6 that. Wait a minute. I think we got word that the 6 that stayed out, the top 6 stayed out. So the new leader is Spillman, barely at the stripe. Baskinger now leads.
And he is in a hornet's nest.
And look who's right there. That's the Max.
This is a hornet's nest, guys.
This is just getting crazier and crazier. Oh my God. Baskinger. Anyone remembers Season 1 NRSL Outback Series? He won that race. And he almost won it again not too long ago. McNamara in second. Emery's in third. That's the champ. Oh my God.
Here we go.
Where are these guys coming from?
The white flag. This is going to be one of those kind of
races. And another thing,
are
these drivers going to pit again? Right now they're not. Here we go. Baskinger in a very good spot. White flag is displayed for the 93 BK racing car.
Here comes the 22 though.
McNamara is coming. He's trying to get that lead, but Hagdahl is just this is good for Baskinger. But now he's going to slip up. McNamara to the lead.
And
I think Emery's in the best spot of them all. Dunham, he made a pit road. Here he goes for the lead. The champion trying to go for the lead, trying for the win.
This is for the win if he can get that
run. Oh my God, this is big.
Corner. I think he's got
Emery,
it.
I think made the best move, the best timing of the move. Here he goes to the lead. Emery trying to complete the pass. He's got it. Emery coming off turn 3, coming off turn 4. Is he going to make indication of pit road? No, he is not. And Anthony Emery, the Season 1 champ. Finally, the season's going to get turned around for him. A huge win here at the Brickyard 400.
What a finish that was.
That was an upset, and that I don't think a lot of people expected.
Holy cow.
Unbelievable. And for a moment, Norman, Lana, Shelton, Dunham, I thought they were going to win, but they stayed out. Anthony Emery, though, who in ever would have thought this guy would have pulled up the Brickyard 400?
That's incredible.
Unbelievable. And look at who finished 4th in this race. That's that 72 of John Cittadino. Where in God's name has this man been?
This is just like the end of the 4th annual NC Chairman's 500, where literally everyone in the top 10, except for 2 drivers, had to come down and make a fuel stop with like 3 laps to go, and the entire top 10 was littered with drivers that we had not mentioned the name of in the entire race.
Who's in 7th? That is Stephen Pollard III. Stephen Pollard III ended up 7th. Charles Jackson ended up 8th. 9th was Chris Washer. Rounding up the top 10 was Alan Cavagnaro. I didn't even talk about Cavagnaro throughout this day. He ended up 10th. Solid day for the 15. I am speechless. I am speechless.
That's incredible.
What a day this has been for a lot of drivers. But for Anthony Emery, the champion, will finally get his win. His first win since being the champion.
That's going to boost his championship.
This kind of reminds me of Sean the Dog 97's second season NAMP Energy Cup Series, if anyone remembers that point. We're in Season 2 also of the Universal Orlando Cup Series. The champ obviously was Dylan Young in that series. First win, the Brickyard. Well, guess what? Anthony Emery got his first win as the champ in this race. The irony. And both of them were in a Hendrick car.
Yep. So,
which also at that time, Young and Emery, when they won their championships, were underfunded. They switched to Hendrick, and now look at this.
This is madness.
This is madness indeed.
This is Indy.
But The race weekend is over at Indianapolis. What a crazy, crazy weekend. I think this is the craziest weekend I've ever had. Next race, we will be going to Daytona under the lights for race 17. So after this race, we have about 4 more races to go. Daytona, Dubai, GGIR, and Thornton. So you get 2 super speedways and 2 road courses. This is going to get intense.
Indeed it is.
Want to thank Silver Machine 9000, Anthony McCurry, for joining me in the broadcast booth. I'm glad that you got to be a part of it, man. This is awesome. Glad. This is a privilege.
It was a pleasure, dude.
If you want to sub to his channel, if you've not heard of him, but I think you have, if not, then that is said, go sub to that man right now, because this man deserves a cookie. This man is a great co-commentator. His series is still going, by the way, for those who are wondering about it. It's a little break, but don't worry. It will be coming.
Sports cars are getting expensive to fuel, so we're trying to keep the cost down by not racing for a while. That's a total lie. I just can't get Sean Galligan on so we can do Spa.
Oh, look at
but
the
anyway,
helicopter!
Yay, it's a helicopter.
I had to do that. So if you guys like this race, be sure to give it a like on craziness. Comment beneath to keep your ride. Subscribe to be part of the NRSL. If you also liked how crazy it was, slap that like button. I'll put a link out for Anthony's channel for those who want to sub to it. So thank you guys for watching. Till then, we'll see you at Daytona under the lights for race 17 for the Outback Boys. Till then, we'll leave Anthony's words of wisdom with his final words.
Indianapolis is the place for epic racing. Also, they have pretty good Huggy sales.
Absolutely. Goodbye, everybody.